never entering into the Atlantic Ocean. That's done through a series of any new ships out there at that shipyard anymore. They only do repair work out there now. The New York is a San Antonio class LPD. That stands for Landing Platform Dock. San Antonio class ships are the newest class of amphibious assault ship that we'll see on our tour. That ship is 684 feet long, 105 feet wide. She has a crew of 361 and the ability of carrying up to 800 Marines. We'll explain more about amphibious assault ship operations later today. Along the waterfront to our right, the Waterside Municipal Marina. It's a popular stopping place for many local boats as well as for those transiting in the Atlantic. The large grassy area coming up on our right is Town Point Park. This park is used extensively throughout the warmer months of the year. It hosts a variety of festivals to Bermuda, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean. Now, coming into view ahead of us to our right, past the cruise ship terminal, we'll see the battleship Wisconsin bearing the hull number 64. Wisconsin is an Iowa-class battleship, last of the four that were constructed. Wisconsin was commissioned. If you look on the rear deck of the Wisconsin, you'll see some rather large guns. Those are 16-inch guns, the largest guns ever deployed on a United States naval warship. There's a total of 9 of them on board the Wisconsin. The guns are situated 3 to a turret. One turret on the rear of the ship, the other 2 turrets are located up forward. The barrels on those guns are the approximate length of a tractor-trailer rig, which is about 60 feet long. They're capable of firing a 2,700-pound projectile up to 23 nautical miles. Also on board the Wisconsin are 12 smaller 5-inch guns, 6 feet tall. That's the schooner Virginia. Originally, she was served as the tall sail ambassador. She has safe navigation. Right behind the building, you'll see some white brick walls and some black cannons on the lawn. Side of the pier, sitting right behind ship number 72. Behind number 72 is number 17, which is the USS San Antonio. She is the lead ship of her containerized cargo handling facility. They don't handle containerized cargo there anymore, though. They've shifted those operations to 2 other terminals. They ship general and break bulk cargo and small amounts of containerized cargo. General cargo involves cargo not stored into container boxes. We'll see 3 large ships coming up on our right, all of which are being stored here at this facility. The first ship to our right, large gray ship, that is called an LMSR. That stands for Large Medium Speed Railroad Ship. The black hole ship is also transporting heavy mechanized equipment and cargo, but also providing long-term storage for that equipment and cargo, specifically for the United States Marines. The ship is used as a maritime repositioning ship. Ships like that are generally stored in the world. The coal is brought here by the Norfolk Southern Railway and is loaded on the ships and barges using the 2 17-story tall loading cranes on Pier 6. These loaders can load 2 ships at the same time or both concentrate on a single ship. They load a maximum of 8,000 tons of coal in only 1 hour. The coal is mined in the states of Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee, and is supplied by about 120 different suppliers along the railway system. A lot of the coal exported from the pier is bound for European countries. Much of the coal is a high grade of coal used primarily in the metallurgical industry, such as the manufacturing of steel. Ship over on the south side of the pier to our right, blue and red ship, completely empty right now. Opposite of her on the north side of the pier, the black hulled ship named the Ultra Puma. That one is loaded partially at this time. When these ships are fully loaded with coal, usually all the red paint that you'll see in the bottom portion of their hulls will sit down below the surface of the water. Off in the distance, direct left, is ship number 188. That's the USNS Joshua Humphreys. That is a Henry J. Kaiser class fleet oiler. It's identical to oiler number 196, the USNS Kanawha that we saw earlier downtown. It's used to refuel and resupply naval warships while traveling alongside of them at sea. Dredge spoils. Dredges are used to widen and deepen channels in harbors and rivers. Depending on the type of the dredge, it will either scoop up or pump up mud and sand off. Types of cargo, but primarily handles containerized cargo. The terminal to our right covers an area of over 800 acres and could store approximately 30,000 20-foot containerized cargo units. All types of cargo are shipped inside of those containers, just about anything and everything you can think of. Some of the things would include cars, wood, clothing, electronics, foods, even perishable foods can be shipped in special refrigerated units. A single container ship up here at the north end of the terminal this morning. The cranes out of us to our right are the oldest cranes at the terminal at this time. Those cost about $5 million apiece. Again, you'll see two of those cranes working the ship up here this morning. Passing by to our left-hand side is a tugboat pushing several barges. Those are called sand scows. The barges are full of sand and gravel, which are two key ingredients needed to make concrete. They'll be taken into the eastern branch of the Elizabeth River to the Vulcan Materials Handling Corporation. The system is so smart and sensitive it can even determine if the target is tracking our friendly or hostile target. Once the system is deemed the target to be hostile, it will automatically select and can fire the appropriate weapon needed to destroy the incoming target. Weapons aboard these ships are quite impressive. On the bow and stern deck of each cruiser are fully automatic 5-inch 54 caliber deck guns. They fire up to 20 rounds per minute, have an effective range of 13.5 nautical miles. Missiles typically found on board the ship, the Island class LSD. She is identical to number 51, the USS Oak Hill that we saw in one of the shipyards downtown. An amphibious assault ship. We'll go into great detail about amphibious assault ship operations on another larger ship we'll see ahead of us in just a few minutes. These that are equipped with Aegis. Very similar to this Ticonderoga class cruisers. Similar as far as the radar and weapon systems are concerned. There are a couple variations. On the bow of number 95, she's equipped with an upgraded 5-inch 62 caliber deck gun that has an effective range of 18 nautical miles. Uses the same types of missiles as those found on the Titan. 6 vertical missile cells below the decks in the vertical launch system. The ship is 509 feet long, 66 feet wide, with a crew of 346. As you can all see, this is where the Navy keeps their top secret invisible ships. The last few piers out of us to our right, you'll see LHD number 5, that is USS Baton. Baton is a Wasp-class landing helicopter docking ship, otherwise known as an LHD. USS Baton is 844 feet long, 106 feet wide, has a crew of 1,292, and the ability to carry up to 1,877 Marines. The ship also has extensive medical capabilities. We're able to convert the inside of that ship into a 600-bed hospital. Hospital on board the ship would include a 21-bed intensive care unit, 21-bed trauma unit, and 6 operating rooms. We're going to break away from the naval base for here just a second. There's a large group of sharks swimming out in the water ahead of us. Look up ahead of us. $6 billion. Directly to our right now is Pier 12. Won't see any ships there today. On the south side of Pier 14, the last pier at the base, you'll see 2 submarines in great view over to our right. On the south side of Pier 14, the sub closest to us that has you.